Okay, I'm just leaving Cedarbrook. It's a subdivision out here in one of thousands of subdivisions out here in Johnson County. And I just ran into a for sale by owner. And I wanted to let you guys know, the purpose of this video is to let you know that if you are in sales, or if you're going into sales, you probably can appreciate that one of the most beneficial things about being in this industry is the people that you meet and those experiences that you have with people. Because for me, some people are an adrenaline junkie, okay? Some people, they jump out of airplanes, and some people go, you know, canyoneering, and they go whitewater rafting and all that stuff. I'm an adrenaline junkie too, but just in a little bit different way. See, I get a little shot of adrenaline every time I go and throw myself out there at some random person who may be selling their house, or they're coming through the door at an open house or something like that, or maybe just talking to somebody at a grocery store, or talking to somebody wherever. Because it's always interesting to find out what lies behind that door. Once you actually open up that door and you're like starting a conversation with an actual live human being, you don't really know what you're going to get. Sometimes you're going to get people that are really cool. They're very fascinating people. They talk well. They're intriguing. They're the kind of people that you're going to become friends with later in life, or then. I mean, you might just hit it off and be best of friends. And there are some people that they're going to blow you out of the water with how rude they are and how nasty they are, and you're going to go, wow, that was crazy. And those people, they probably come around in equal proportion. So, you know, every once in a while you'll find somebody who's super interesting and really genuine and nice person, and you feel really good about how you're like, that was the right thing to do. I engaged in a conversation with that person, and look at the benefit that I got. And sometimes you'll regret it. I'm going over railroad tracks right now. That's why I'm shaking. Sometimes you'll regret it. And I think that's one of the biggest benefits of being in this industry, in real estate industry, in any kind of direct sales where you're in front of somebody, especially where you're like live and in front of them, is like, you never get the same person twice. You get different types of people. You can kind of start to categorize people, kind of people, the way they think, the way they value things. But just the randomness of people, how there's always a new person with a new set of issues and a new set of problems and a new personality. And that's what keeps me motivated. Oh, and the money helps too. But you know, what also helps is that every day it's somebody new, something new. So if there's one piece of advice that I could give a new person that's just starting out, and it's actually, I gave this piece of advice to somebody who's just starting out in our office earlier today when I was talking to him. Do not be afraid to get out of your comfort zone and deal with people direct, live, in person, one-on-one. The sooner you can get over your fear of doing that, like me personally, when I was able to like crush that to the point where I still have anxiety. I still have anxiety every time I go up and go knock on a door. Somebody's got a for sale by owner sign in their yard, for example, or you know, at an open house, or you're just going to randomly cold knock on doors. That's the sort of thing that still gives me anxiety, but I do it anyway because I know that, just like I said, you never know what's behind the door. You might be able to find somebody that's going to sell the next, you know, you're going to do the next $1 million sale with them. You might meet somebody that's going to be a tremendous help to you in your business, me and my business, or could be a big referral source for me, or could be a friend or something like that. And I told him, like, always look at it like, get out from behind the computer and the phone and just get out there live. Knock on doors and go to open houses where you're actually dealing with people. You have to deal with people live, face-to-face, one-on-one. And so you can get acclimated to what's going on. And hopefully he's going to do it. But I can tell you that I love it now. I love it. It's not like, it's like taking a vitamin. You know, at first they're kind of nasty and it's kind of difficult to get that habit down. But after a while, you start reaping the benefits of taking the vitamins. And now here you go. Now all of a sudden you're healthy and strong. That's kind of how I feel. Knocking on doors, approaching random strangers and stuff like that. I still don't really enjoy it, but it's becoming easier and easier to do with every new random person that I have to deal with. Okay? And you know what another thing is is dealing with random people and just engaging with random people? Is that I'm kind of a social guy, and there was never I felt like there was never an outlet for me to express that part of my life when I was in my previous job as an engineer. Because there are certain types of people that they just are not as social. And there are certain workplace dynamics that don't lend themselves to being open for communication, and they're not really lending themselves to people being social all the time and talking. And so I have found an opportunity and a niche where I'm able to express that side of myself that is open, and I would probably characterize myself as being fun and somewhat funny. I mean, probably nobody watching this video thinks that I'm funny, but if you actually met me in real life, you might think I'm funny or funny looking, one of the two. And I can do that, and like there's actually like money in that. It was a big breakthrough for me. So just like I would normally, like when I was an electrical engineer, I would have, I'm trying to block the sun out of this back shot here. I mean, this is terrible, the lighting here. But when I was an electrical engineer, I mean, I would still talk to people at the grocery stores, gas stations, at the fuel pumps, at wherever I was still always talking to people because there was something in me that just wanted to talk with people and see if they had anything interesting to say. Or if they could keep up. You know, if I wanted to mess with somebody or make a joke or something, like I wanted to know that they were able to, you know, if they were going to fire something back at me or not. Just complete random stranger. Now all of a sudden, I mean, well, there's no benefit back then other than just my own amusement. Now it's amusement plus that person may turn into a potential sale for me, may turn into a referral source, and I'm still having fun, still having a great time, and I'm still true to myself. Okay, what's the purpose of this video? Make sure you approach random strangers and talk to them. You never know exactly who's behind that door. You never know what kind of person they're going to be. Don't judge a book by its cover. If you're talking to if you think somebody might be kind of rude or just hostile or whatever, go for it anyway. Go for it anyway. It's like the equivalent of the no soliciting sign on the door. I have made so much of my business off of people who have a no soliciting sign on their door, and I've knocked on the door and got the business. Okay, don't tell a city of Olathe that, or Lenexa, or Shawnee, or Leawood, or Overland Park, or Merriam, or anywhere else. But secrets of superstars. Knock anyway. All right, have a good night, guys. Enjoy your weekend. If I can dodge the sunlight. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great Saturday night. Talk to you later. Bye.